Hi, my name is Michael. I've been working at Apriori for almost 4 years, and I'm a project manager. A common task of every PM is to manage a project effectively in terms of scope, budget, timeline. So a PM can help to achieve the goals of the project with lower resources all in all. So how does look like a PM's day-to-day activity? As of me regarding this question, I would just clarify which day of the year do you mean exactly, because project management is not about stable or regular schedule and so on. Of course, you have a list of routine tasks, but most of them are very day-to-day depending on the current project needs, emergencies, customers' requests. Thus, you may have a day dedicated to budget planning, you may have a day dedicated to one-to-one meetings with your teammates, you may have a day dedicated to calculating of metrics and to composing all the reports, or just like everything at once. I like freedom and creativity I'm getting from this branch. You know the goals of the project, and that's all you need to set up your work. Like a complex mechanism with a lot of nuts, bearings, and when this mechanism starts to move on where you need, you feel yourself just like these guys who create a new car on their own. It works how they decided to make it, and at the same time it satisfies the customers who has bought it. I would highlight 3 main skills you will definitely need in this profession. The first one is ability to be responsible not only for your work, but for the work of the whole team, of your team. The second one is multitasking, as you need to switch your tasks context very frequently. And the third one is planning skills. Of course, everyone can plan, but doing this using a proactive approach is something you have to develop more and more and more. You should like what you do and have a very structural thinking. You must be able to handle a bunch of tasks, set up their priorities, and get a clear plan of them which will be clear for you and your team. Making an order out of chaos to meet the project's goals and requirements is what you really have to do here. When you know what project management is, you may go with PMBOK. Don't expect to understand it if you read it for the first time in your life. But keep in mind that it shows you what is managed in the projects and try to project this information to the real case you work with. And this way you will understand what it is meant to say here in the PMBOK. Project management has a pretty close connection to the field you work in. It may be IT or manufacturing and so on. So the first thing you should learn is what your field about and how it works. For example, if you consider IT, try to learn what SDLC is, its processes, what's under the hood. You can't manage the field you don't understand, so don't listen to people who says like, you don't need to understand coding to manage it, so no. Of course you don't need to code, but you should know how it works really under the hood. So don't hesitate to dig deep inside the processes you manage. This will make you to do better decisions.